Learning Gateway. So I hope you all are doing great and you all are fit and fine at your house. So today we are going to discuss class 10th chapter number 1 chemical reaction and equations, and in this we are going to discuss some of the very important questions from the NCERT Examplar. In this video, I am going to discuss 10 important questions which are important for your half yearly exam, because in this month, in September, most of the students and almost all the students, you all are having your exams for half yearly, right? So this chapter is definitely coming in your exam. So we are going to discuss the 10 most important questions from the NCERT Examplar. I will explain each and every question very properly, so that if you will understand the concept of the answer, then you can frame the answer in your own words, and in the exam you can write the answer. So let's start with first question. The first question is, why do we store silver chloride in dark colored bottles? So before starting the answer, I want to ask you one thing, that what is the formula of silver chloride? Correct. The formula of silver chloride is AgCl, right? We have read one reaction, photolytic decomposition reaction. In that we have read that AgCl will decompose in the presence of sunlight to give us silver plus chlorine, right? So if silver chloride will come in contact with sunlight, it will decompose to give us silver and chlorine, right? So what answer we have to write over there, that if we store silver chloride in dark color bottles, then sunlight will not come in contact with silver chloride in the bottle and decomposition will be prevented, right? Decomposition will not take place if sunlight will not come in contact with AgCl and silver chloride, and if silver chloride will decompose in the presence of sunlight, it will give us silver and chlorine. This we don't want, so that's why we store silver chloride in dark colored bottles. So क्यों हम silver chloride को dark color bottles में रखते हैं? सिल्वर क्लोराइड को डार्क कलर बॉटल में इसलिए रखा जाता है कि सनलाइट वहाँ तक रीच ना कर सके। अगर सनलाइट वहाँ तक रीच कर जाएगा तो सिल्वर क्लोराइड तो डिकम्पोज कर जाएगा सिल्वर और क्लोरीन में, राइट? सो दैट्स वाई वी यूज टू स्टोर सिल्वर क्लोराइड इन डार्क कलर बॉटल्स टू प्रिवेंट photolytic decomposition reaction. Okay, now let's come to the second question. I hope you people have understood this answer. Second question, again from NCERT Examplar, is zinc liberates hydrogen gas when reacted with dilute hydrochloric acid, whereas copper does not. Explain why. Right. So first reaction is for zinc. Zinc reacts with HCl, hydrochloric acid, and it gives hydrogen gas. Yes, we know that all the metals will react with acid to give hydrogen gas, but copper will not react with HCl gas. Means if you react copper with HCl, no reaction will take place. Why? Because copper cannot displace hydrogen. Over there, copper is less reactive. When you look at the activity series, you will see that copper is at the top. Hydrogen is at the top and copper is below hydrogen. So copper is less reactive than hydrogen. It cannot displace hydrogen, right? So no reaction will take place in case of copper and hydrochloric acid. So let's read the answer which I have given over there. In the reactivity series, zinc is above hydrogen, right? We know that zinc is above hydrogen in the reactivity series. So zinc will be more reactive than hydrogen. It can displace hydrogen. But copper is below hydrogen in the reactivity series. So it will not displace hydrogen. Zinc is more reactive than hydrogen. So it will displace hydrogen, whereas copper is less reactive than hydrogen. So it will not displace hydrogen from dilute acid. Right? So the main concept of the answer is that zinc will react with HCl because zinc is more reactive than hydrogen. It can displace hydrogen and form ZnCl2 in hydrogen gas. But copper is less reactive than hydrogen. It cannot displace hydrogen and hence no reaction will take place in case of copper and hydrochloric acid. Okay, now let's come to the third question, which is again from NCERT Examplar. A solution of potassium chloride when mixed with silver nitrate solution. So potassium chloride is KCl and our silver nitrate is AgNO3. An insoluble white precipitate is formed. Write the chemical reaction involved and also mention the type of chemical reaction. So you can see over there that in this question, KCl plus AgNO3, what will happen? Exchange of ions will take place. Your silver, Ag will combine with silver to form AgCl, silver chloride, and potassium will combine with nitrate to form potassium nitrate, KNO3. So exchange of ions is taking place in this reaction. So which type of reaction is this one? This is double displacement reaction. We know the definition of double displacement reaction, that in double displacement reaction exchange of ions takes place. The same thing is happening over there, that exchange of reaction is taking place. So this is an example of double displacement reaction. And also in this reaction a white precipitate of silver chloride is formed. White precipitate of silver chloride is formed. So we can say that it is an example of precipitation reaction, right? And yeah, means in this reaction a precipitate is forming, a white color precipitate is forming, but the main type of the reaction is it is double displacement reaction. So इस reaction में हम लोगों ने देखा कि exchange of ions हो रहे हैं, तो exchange of ions जब भी होता है तो वो double displacement reaction होता है, और यहाँ पे एक white color का precipitate भी form हो रहा है, and that is because of silver chloride, AgCl. Now let's come to the fourth question, again from your NCERT Examplar book. On heating blue color powder of copper 2 nitrate in a boiling tube, copper oxide black, oxygen gas and a brown gas is formed. One test tube is there. In this they have taken a blue color powder of copper nitrate, CuNO3 whole 2. This is a formula of copper nitrate. Okay, this is blue in color, and they are heating this blue color powder. When they are heating this blue color powder, they are getting three things. One is our copper oxide, which is black in color. Other thing is our oxygen gas, and a brown gas is also liberated in this reaction. And a brown gas called X is also liberated in the reaction. So on the basis of this experiment, we have to answer 4 questions which are asked in the exam. The first question is, write a balanced chemical equation for the reaction. So this is the balanced chemical equation, CuNO3 whole 2. So you have to give the symbol of heat over there. It will decompose to give you copper oxide, oxygen and a brown color gas. So do you remember that in first chapter chemical reaction and equation, when we have read a decomposition of lead nitrate, in that also brown color gas was evolved. That was because of nitrogen dioxide gas. So over there also the brown colored gas is nitrogen dioxide, NO2. Correct? So this is the answer of the first question. Second, identify the brown color gas evolved. So the brown color gas is nitrogen dioxide, NO2. Identify the type of reaction. So what is the type of reaction? We are heating this single reactant to give 3 products, right? So it is an example of thermal decomposition reaction. It is in the presence of heat, it is breaking down to give us the products. So this is an example of thermal decomposition reaction. What could be the pH range of aqueous solution of the gas X? So do you know that NO2, it is a non-metallic oxide. Nitrogen is a non-metal. It is combining with oxygen. So NO2 is a non-metallic oxide. And we know that non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. So its pH value will be between 1 to 7. Okay, its pH value, since it is acidic in nature, its pH value will be between 1 to 7, because हमें तो पता ही है कि acids की pH value 1 to 7 या 0 to 7 के बीच में आती है, right? So once again I will repeat the answer. एक टेस्ट ट्यूब है जिसमें ब्लू कलर का पाउडर लिया गया था कॉपर नाइट्रेट, उसे जब हीट किया गया तो हमें 3 प्रोडक्ट्स मिला, एक ब्लैक कलर का कॉपर ऑक्साइड, एक ऑक्सीजन गैस और एक ब्राउन कलर गैस इवॉल्व हुआ. तो हमें आइडेंटिफाई करना है कि ये ब्राउन कलर गैस क्या है. तो ब्राउन कलर की गैस के लिए कौन सा सब्सटेंस रिस्पॉन्सिबल है? नाइट्रोजन डाइऑक्साइड है. तो हमें एक बैलेंस्ड इक्वेशन लिखना है. सेकेंड क्वेश्चन में पूछा गया है कि एक्स कौन सी गैस है, तो एक्स है नाइट्रोजन डाइऑक्साइड गैस. एंड विच टाइप ऑफ रिएक्शन दिस इज? इफ वी आर हीटिंग दिस रिएक्टेंट in the presence of heat, so it is decomposing to give 2 or 3 products, so it is an example of thermal decomposition reaction. और फोर्थ क्वेश्चन में पूछा गया है what could be the pH range of aqueous solution of the gas X. अगर इस गैस X को वाटर के साथ मिक्स कर दिया जाए तो ये aqueous solution बन जाएगा, तो उसकी pH वैल्यू क्या होगी? तो ये नाइट्रोजन जो है ये नॉन मेटल है, तो ये नॉन मेटालिक ऑक्साइड है, तो नॉन मेटालिक ऑक्साइड एसिडिक नेचर के होते हैं, सो इट इज़ लाइक अ एसिड, सो इट्स pH वैल्यू विल बी बिटवीन 1 to 7. I hope this answer is clear to you. Now let's discuss question number 5. Give the characteristics test for the following gases. This is a very important question because many times the questions are asked that write the test for carbon dioxide gas. How will you do the test for hydrogen gas? So you have to remember the test of each and every gas which you have read in this lesson. So we'll learn the test for carbon dioxide gas, sulfur dioxide gas, oxygen gas and hydrogen gas. So let's come to the answer section. About carbon dioxide gas, you are reading from your junior classes that when we pass carbon dioxide gas through lime water, it will turn milky. So that gives the test for carbon dioxide gas. So let's read that once. See, when we pass carbon dioxide gas through lime water, what is lime water? Calcium hydroxide, CaOH whole 2. This is our lime water. It turns milky due to the formation of insoluble calcium carbonate. Why lime water will turn milky? Because of the formation of insoluble calcium carbonate. White precipitate will be formed. So this is the reaction involved. This is lime water, CaOH whole 2. It is reacting with carbon dioxide and we are getting CaCO3, calcium carbonate, which is white PPT, which is forming a white PPT, which is not soluble in water. Along with that, we are getting some water also. But what will happen if we pass excess of carbon dioxide gas through this solution? Then the milkiness will disappear because of the formation of a soluble calcium carbonate. Okay, see the reaction. In this solution, if we pass carbon dioxide gas, then we will get calcium hydrogen carbonate, which is soluble in water. Right? This substance is soluble in water. So milkiness will disappear. Now we'll read the test for sulfur dioxide gas. So sulfur is a nonmetal, right? So if with oxygen it is forming sulfur dioxide, it is a nonmetallic oxide. So if we pass this gas through a moist litmus paper, moist red litmus paper, it will turn, means moist blue litmus paper. Okay, if we pass the sulfur dioxide gas through moist blue litmus paper, the blue litmus paper turns into red. This indicates that sulfur dioxide is acidic in nature. Right, so this is a test for sulfur dioxide. Next we'll do a test for oxygen gas. This is very easy. We know that oxygen is a supporter of burning. So if you bring a burning candle near oxygen gas, the candle will burn properly in presence of oxygen because it is a supporter of oxygen. So when you, or if you burn a wood, piece of wood or coal in presence of oxygen, you will get carbon dioxide, heat and light. So this is also a test for oxygen gas. Now at last we will read a test for hydrogen gas, which is very important. Hydrogen and carbon dioxide is very important from your exam point of view. So how we will do the test for hydrogen gas? So when we bring a candle or a burning splinter near the mouth of the gas, and if the gas burns with a pop sound, then we can say that the given gas is a hydrogen gas. So these are the 4 tests which you have to remember very properly. Now let's come to the next question, question number 6. This is also from your NCERT Exemplar. And guys, the questions which are asked in NCERT Exemplar are very important from your exam point of view. From those questions you can go score very good marks in the exams. So now let's come to the next question. Ferrous sulfate decomposes with the evolution of a gas having a characteristic odor of burning sulfur. Write the chemical reaction involved and identify the type of reaction. Do you remember this reaction we have read in the first chapter? Ferrous sulfate, that is FeSO4. If you heat that gas, then it will decompose to give 3 products. The first one is ferric oxide, Fe2O3, and 2 gases we are getting, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. These gases have a very pungent smell. They are not good at all. Right? So this is an example of decomposition reaction because a single substance is breaking down to give you 2 or more products. This is an example of decomposition reaction. Now let's come to question number 7. A substance X, which is an oxide of group 2 element. एक substance है X जो कि ग्रुप 2 एलिमेंट का ऑक्साइड है, इज एक्सटेंसिवली यूज इन सीमेंट इंडस्ट्री. और वो जो ऑक्साइड है वो सीमेंट इंडस्ट्री में यूज भी हो रहा है. ठीक है, दिस एलिमेंट इज प्रेजेंट इन बोन्स ऑल्सो. और ये एलिमेंट हमारे बोन्स में भी प्रेजेंट है. अब तो आइडेंटिफाई कर लिए होगे आप लोग ये कौन सा ऑक्साइड है. ये कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड है, CaO. राइट. On treatment with water, it forms a solution which turns red litmus blue. जब इस कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड को वाटर के साथ ट्रीट करेंगे, वाटर के साथ रिएक्ट करेंगे, तो ये क्या करेगा, रेड लिटमस सॉल्यूशन को ब्लू में टर्न करेगा. आइडेंटिफाई एक्स एंड ऑल्सो राइट द केमिकल रिएक्शन इन्वॉल्व. तो हमने तो एक्स को आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया, ये तो कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड है ना. इस कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड को हम लोग क्विकलाइम भी बोलते हैं. इट विल रिएक्ट विद वाटर टू फॉर्म कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. राइट. जब आप कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड को वाटर के साथ रिएक्ट करोगे H2O के साथ, तो आपको कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड मिलेगा जिसे हम स्लेट लाइम बोलते हैं. ठीक है. अब इस स्लेट लाइम में जब आप रेड लिटमस को डिप करोगे, ये तो बेसिक नेचर का होता है. Calcium hydroxide is basic in nature. If we dip a red litmus paper in this, it will change into blue, indicating that calcium hydroxide is basic in nature. So this is the answer. So see guys, every questions will be asked from your NCERT book, whatever you have read, but the question will be turned and twisted. Means just direct question they will not give you. Your teacher will not give direct question from the book. Only thing is that everything will be from your NCERT book. You have to think little bit that what you have read in the book, and according to that you have to give the answer. So it's very necessary that you have to practice the questions. which are given in your NCERT books, or which are given in the NCERT Examplar, and even the questions which are asked in the previous exams, previous year board exams. You have to practice those questions very properly. Now come to question number 8. A magnesium ribbon is burned in oxygen to give a white compound X. So when we burn magnesium in presence of oxygen, what we get? We get magnesium oxide, which is white in color, right? And when we get magnesium oxide, light is also evolved. So if the burning ribbon is now placed in an atmosphere of nitrogen, it continues to burn and forms a compound Y. See, so substance over there means we have to identify X and Y over there. तो इसमें बोला क्या जा रहा है कि जब आप मैग्नीशियम को ऑक्सीजन के प्रेजेंस में बर्न करोगे तो आपको एक वाइट कलर कंपाउंड फॉर्म होता है. तो वाइट कलर कंपाउंड क्या है हमारे पास यहाँ पे? ये मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड है. तो X तो हमने आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया, ये मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड है. फिर अगेन इसमें क्या पूछा गया है कि अगर मैग्नीशियम को हम नाइट्रोजन के प्रेजेंस में बर्न करेंगे तो अगेन हमें एक डिफरेंट कंपाउंड मिलेगा जो कि है वाई. तो मैग्नीशियम विल रिएक्ट विथ नाइट्रोजन टू फॉर्म Mg3N2, magnesium nitride. How we are getting magnesium nitride? The valency of magnesium is 2 plus and the valency of nitrogen is minus 3. If we exchange the valency, we will get Mg3N2. Mg3N2 we will get. Right? This is magnesium nitride. Now the next question is write chemical formula of X and Y. So we have got X as magnesium oxide and Y is Mg3N2. Write a balanced chemical equation when X is dissolved in water. So X is our magnesium oxide. When you will dissolve it in water, you will get magnesium hydroxide, MgOH hold. So I hope this answer is clear to you. Now come to question number 9. What happens when a piece of, see, the first reaction, what will happen when a piece of zinc metal is added to copper sulfate solution? So what will be the reaction? Zn plus CuSO4. So which metal is more reactive? Zinc is more reactive or copper is more reactive? If we look at the activity series, we will see that zinc is at the top and copper is below zinc. So obviously zinc is more reactive than copper, so it will displace copper from its salt solution and it will form ZnSO4 plus Cu. So what will happen in this reaction? The blue color of copper sulfate will change to colorless because of the formation of ZnSO4. Why? Because zinc is more reactive than copper. It will displace copper from its salt solution. Right? Next question. Aluminium metal is added to dilute hydrochloric acid. When aluminium will react with HCl, what will happen? When aluminium will react with hydrogen chloride gas, a salt will be formed called AlCl3 plus hydrogen gas is evolved in the reaction. Hydrogen gas is evolved in the reaction. Third question, silver metal is added to copper sulfate solution. Silver, Ag, will react with CuSO4. Since silver is less reactive than copper, it will not displace copper from its salt solution, so no reaction will take place in this case. Right? So we have to answer the given questions and we have to give the proper reason also. So the first answer, what will happen when a zinc metal is added to copper sulfate solution? So we know that the color of copper sulfate is blue in color. So when zinc will be dipped in that, the blue color of the solution will disappear because of the formation of colorless zinc sulfate and copper. This is because zinc is more reactive than copper, so it will displace copper from its salt solution. So इस आंसर में आई होप आप लोगों को समझ में आया होगा कि जिंक कॉपर से ज़्यादा रिएक्टिव है. तो कॉपर को वो डिस्प्लेस कर देगा और क्या फॉर्म होगा? ZnSO4. जिस ZnSO4 के चलते जो ब्लू कलर था सॉल्यूशन का वो डिसअपियर हो जाएगा, ये कलरलेस में चेंज हो जाएगा. राइट. सेकेंड क्वेश्चन, जब एल्युमिनियम रिएक्ट करता है हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड के साथ, HCl के साथ, सो कौन सा गैस इवॉल्व होता है? हाइड्रोजन गैस विल इवॉल्व इन दैट केस. तो आवर आंसर रिएक्शन विल बी Al plus HCl gives AlCl3 plus H2. Third reaction, in third question, silver is less reactive than copper, so no reaction will take place. Silver cannot displace copper from its salt solution, so in this case no reaction will take place. Now our last question, that is question number 10. Electrolysis of water is a decomposition reaction. So what is electrolysis of water? Electrolysis means breaking of water in the presence of electricity. It will decompose to give us hydrogen gas plus oxygen gas. If you balance this, this side will put 2, this side will put 2. The mole ratio of hydrogen and oxygen gas liberated during electrolysis of water. So 2 molecules of hydrogen we have got and 1 molecules of oxygen we have got. So 2:1 is the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen. So what is the correct answer? Option number B, 2:1. I hope guys the 10 questions which we have discussed in this tutorial, I hope each and every answer is clear to you. If these types of question will be asked, you can write the answers very clearly. So if you have any doubt, you can comment in the comment section. I will love to give the answers for those questions. And if you want any other chapter questions or any other questions in which you have doubt, do comment in the comment section. I will come up with a new video for you all. Like this only, I will make a video for all the chapters which are coming for your half yearly exam, so that you will get a revision and you will get a practice also. So do go through these questions very properly and try to give the answer in your own words, but write to the point answer. You don't have to write too much in science or in chemistry. You have to give the proper answer, proper reactions, the formula should be proper, everything should be proper, and in point you have to write the answer. Okay, so thank you for watching. If you like this tutorial, then please click on the like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to click on the bell icon, so that whenever I will be uploading a new video, you will get a notification for that. So thank you for watching.